What is up, beautiful people? It's Wolf Brother Mythos Cushionado from the channel Frost and Fist, and this beautiful guy.
Hey, Freak, how you doing?
Guys, we have another battle report for you here today, and it's going to be my AdMech versus the Imperial Fist.
What, you almost forgot.
Of the Freak.
Oh my God, you hesitated.
I hesitated because I was trying to see which way I wanted to work.
It's been a while, guys. It's been a while.
We know how to make videos, I think.
Something.
So guys, what we have today is actually pretty interesting. Freak has decided to try an infantry heavy list, and I have recently gotten some hoplites put together. They're not completely finished painted, but they're about tabletop ready. They've got more than their 3 colors minimum. They look somewhat decent, but they still have, you know, about halfway to go.
They look really good.
But
I like them.
yeah, I'm interested in trying a half Melee AdMech list. If you guys have seen any of our previous battle reports, I've gone with the full Mars shooting lists, and I've still got a little bit of Mars shooting this go around, but this one is really a lot heavier on the Melee side. I've got some Dragoons that are going to be swinging some Taser Lances. I've got some Infiltrators that are going to be swinging some Taser Swords, and then I've got 20 Fulgurite Electropriests. And if you see any confusion on the table, I'm using hoplite models because I actually don't like the sculpt for the Electropriest models. But you're going to see me using hoplites as you know, they've still got a staff. They've got a shield for that 5-up invul. It's the field, the Electro field that they have for their 5-up invul or 3-up invul if I get lucky. Anyway, so I'm running 20 Electropriests, I'm running Dragoons, I'm running Infiltrators, and I'm trying to... Oh, and I'm running a Datasmith, which I almost never take. I've had them for forever. But yeah, I'm running all that together to try and get some Melee AdMech action.
That's the first time you're doing this, aren't you?
Absolutely,
this is really interesting.
absolutely.
It's gonna be, so the moment he said that I'm going to run more of a different scenario, different setup, I figured he's going to do Melee, and so I'm thinking, I'm going to try my hand a little different as well. So I'll tell you what, before I get started, since you already started up, I want you to tell them what you're going to take, and we'll do the pan while you're explaining what you're bringing in today.
Sure. So the first thing I'm bringing is a Stygies VII detachment, and that is going to be my Melee side. So I'm going to have, and you're going to see oh my God, you're going to see a Tech Priest Dominus. Little non-WYSIWYG here. That's going to be an engine seer because I was trying to save on points. We're only playing 1,500 points tonight. I'm also taking a Datasmith, taking 2 Dragoons with their lances. I'm taking 6 Infiltrators, and I'm taking a whole squad of 20 Fulgurite Electropriests. On the next side, you'll see that I'm taking Belisarius Call as my warlord, and of course we're going Mars. Got my Castellan robots with their heavy phosphor blasters. Got my new Honor Dragoon crawler with this time with the neutron laser. That's why it's not my nice prettily painted up Doom crawler. But yeah, taking that with the neutron laser, and then of course for the battalion we've got 2 squads of vanguards and 1 squad of rangers. With Call, you'll also see that's not an assassin there. That's because your dorky wolf brother actually left my my other Tech Priest Engine Seer sitting on my painting desk where I wouldn't forget it.
He forgot it.
I totally forgot it. So a little proxying going on where I've forgotten my my Engine Seer at home. I'm running that assassin in its place. That'll be my second HQ for my battalion. What'd you bring, Freak?
Awesome. Well, but you know, interesting enough, and really, what a coincidence. So I decided to bring a battalion detachment and a vanguard detachment. So let me start from the battalion detachment, starting from, of course, my HQ. My all-time favorite is going to be Lysander, of course, bringing the Fist of Dorn. He's going to do some fisting action. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Alongside with him, of course, I have to get to HQ. So I am also taking War Games himself, the librarian on the bike, the psyker on a biker, and again, this homeboy is out to. He's got a dead chopped wolf head on the top on the front. You know, it's probably pretty rotten by now. I'm pretty sure because it's bloody and stinky, and he's riding around with this nasty thing. He's just, I don't know how he does it.
Can't even smell himself.
No, probably not. You know, it's like, hey, what's that smell? Oh, okay.
Gorgeous work.
Amazing work by my. I mean, awesome work. Anyway, hopefully he can do some serious damage as well. All right, along with them, we're taking 2 squads of tacticals, right? Non-WYSIWYG as well. So we're looking at, well, of course, the one of the sergeants will be taking a power sword and regular bolt pistol. Everybody else is going to have the standard bolter. The second detachment is going to be all bolters. Nothing fancy. The sergeant is going to have the power fist, but again, everybody's going to have bolters. Of course, I have one. You'll notice he's got a plasma gun. That's a bolter. It's a bolter. Okay, just these aren't the droids you're looking for. All right. So the third, of course, I had to do the troop choice where I had to bring my scouts. So I'm bringing some scouts. They're all going to have sniper rifles, every one of them. So once again, not WYSIWYG. I didn't have enough for the points. Matter of fact, I started escalating a little bit, so we have to kind of negotiate the point system a bit, right?
Sure. We started at, we told each other a 1,500 point match, and then he realized he forgot to include the price of some of his weapons, and found that he's closer to 1530, right?
Right.
And that's an awesome part of the social contract. When you're playing someone you know, you can talk to your opponent about what you got. Hey man, I'm a little over. So he told me. I said, cool. I put in 1 more infiltrator and 1 more ranger in my army.
Excellent negotiation, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's work. So yeah, we'll get off the mid-deck. That was great. Okay, so anyway, so all my scouts are taking all sniper rifles, including the guy that looks like he's got a missile launcher. It's not a missile launcher. It is a sniper rifle. Okay, just making sure that you understand what that is. All right, moving right along. Again, this is the Vanguard attachment, by the way. Well, scouts are part of the battalion, so we're moving now to the Vanguard. Vanguard detachment, the HQ for that is going to be my librarian. Just a standard librarian. He's got a couple of psychic powers, and with him, he's taking some aggressors. These aggressors are going to be your standard, the assault bolters. I love these. These guys they've become my favorite. Of course they are, because they were like actually a really awesome gift by somebody I know personally. And man, these guys, they have really saved my hide so many times. Of course, they were taking the assault bolters, like I said, along with the frag, what's it, frag grenade, or whatever they call it, little thing.
Frag launcher thing.
Right, things. So I'm taking those. There's 3, and this is the first time I'm taking alongside of them a squad of Terminators. Never done that before. Before, I would take either Aggressors or the Terminators. So I never really played both at the same time along with them. Now, since I mentioned Terminators, I'm taking your standard Terminator squad, all Power Fist and Storm Bolters, nothing fancy. I am taking the Sergeant, of course. I never leave home without Sergeant Richards. And this, again, beautiful work from my homie. Great work. I'm hoping he's going to really stab somebody in the butt here with that power, with that sword. Next to that, of course, we are taking Devastator squads. We can have a little heavy, so I'm taking a squad of Devastators, and of course they're going to be all mixed hodgepodge. The heavy bolter, of course, the plasma cannon. We've got the last cannon, missile launcher, of course, the sergeant, who's just going to keep doing. Close to the end here, we've taken a dreadnought with the power fist, or the melee weapon, and twin last cannons. Finally, we are taking a land raider with the last cannon sponsons and the heavy, that's right, heavy bolter, right? Heavy bolter. Yeah, heavy bolter. Why did I forget that? Anyway, heavy bolter on the top. So anyway, so we're looking at a very, very heavy foot presence. And again, we're at 1534, roughly, 1534 points.
You know, it threw me off. I realized that, oh yeah, he didn't take many vehicles, and it just hit me. He still got 7 last cannons on the field. What the hell?
I gotta look, I've played against AdMech before many times, and I've lost, again, many times. And so I'm trying new ways to try to stave off a lot of that.
That's awesome.
He plays his AdMech really well, and I'm curious. I'm excited to see how he does, especially with this new setup that he's got with more of a melee. He's almost putting a little space loopy into it, and it's going to be so cool, you know. So it's exciting. I can't wait to see it, my man. Boom, boy, it's going to be killing. So
Also today, not only are we playing different lists, but we're playing a brand new mission we've never played before. Free, tell us a little bit about the mission.
It's really exciting. It's called the Comet. Some of you may have already played it before. We've never have done it. So we typically do, 3-card objective, or
the relic.
The relic, right? And that's kind of typically our big game style. So we're branching out and trying something a little different. So this is going to be really, really cool. So basically, the way it's set up is that by the end of the third turn, regardless of where we are in the entire battlefield, by the end of the third turn, a comet or some kind of element, whether it's a satellite or something, is going to come streaking down from the freaking sky, and it's going to land smack dab in the middle of the board, the table.
Yep.
So basically, the job is, it's a free-for-all. It's like we're beating each other up. Take this, you scumbag! And then we look at each other and look at what just fell. Okay, straight for the.
We can just imagine beating each other's face, and then both of us scrambling, trying to book after the objective.
Grabbing his leg. No, me.
It's going to be pretty interesting.
So that's going to be really, really fun. So we're really hoping to see that. Okay. Anything else?
No, we talked about the points, talked about what we're bringing, and now the mission type. Yes. Of course, we're going to be Dawn of War.
Dawn of War. Yep.
Dawn of War. So we're going across the table at each other.
Right.
Rolled off for that, and yeah. All that's left is to take a look at how we're set up.
Yep, and then last thing is we'll see if he can seize to take over.
Right.
You get to see.
And by the way, you'll see that tonight's table is a lot sparser than it used to be. Somebody forgot to bring the terrain when he brought over his army. That's my bad.
Hey, Hayden. It's all good. We still have terrain.
I forgot. Doomcrawler. But yeah, so let's take a look at the battlefield.
Sweet.
Alright guys, so this is what the AdMech side looks like. Got some some Vanguard over here watching my back. Got some Vanguard over here. They're going to move up and kind of bunker down behind this Electro station here. Got the Dragoons ready to hop forward and try and get some assault action in. Castellan robots over here with one engine seer. Call himself. Neutron laser Doomcrawler. Another engine seer. Rangers taking up position to get some good sniping action. And then of course I spent a stratagem. Unfortunately the new Stygies VIII nerf stratagem, so instead of being able to deep strike, they got their 9-inch scout move forward. And so my Electropriests are a little bit further up the table. Also, you'll see in the middle here, some scouts here, and they're right directly in the middle. I guess they're trying to get in a good position for when the comet falls. And I'll let Freak tell you about his side of the table.
Alright guys, alright, so starting from this side right here, okay, I kind of have my Vanguard and my battalion a little separated. So in Vanguard I've got my Land Raider pointing directly into this mess, and it was actually a good position because it can kind of see, you've got a good line of sight on especially the Doomcrawler, so you tell me things. Okay, I got my Devastator squads right here, and of course they got a little nice cover there, behind cover. Of course my Terminator squad is right next to them. A little more to the, well, my left, your right, I've got my Aggressors, and along with it, my Librarian, getting some cover from them as well. A little further down, I've got my Dreadnought, of course, my twin last cannons, and the melee weapon. And he's kind of, again, got a good line of sight of certain things on that side as well. A little further down here, I've got my 2 TACs, and Lysander right in front, right next to him. He has the Psyker on the biker. Now, you'll notice something a little different. I've always gotten goosed behind Mythos' tactics by every time he wants to drop on those jackass, stealthy, nasty little guys within 9 inches of my guys and kind of wreak havoc and cause some distraction. So this time you'll notice that I've got everything widely spread out. This is by design, because I don't want anybody coming up behind me. Well, yeah. Anyway, so that is Imperial Fist. That's what that's their setup. Of course, he pretty much got it right. I've got my scouts positioned right general area where we think it's going to fall. We don't know when. Dude, we don't. But we're trying to see if we can intercept it. Anyway, so that is it, and we need to see if Mythos can seize the initiative.
We haven't rolled to go first yet.
Oh, that's right. We need to roll. Let's do that. Let's just catch the roll first. Ready?
Oh.
Cool.
This one's fine.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, Freak finished dropping first, so he got a +1.
All right, there we go. Oh no. You rolled a 5. So just put your 5 up there. He rolled that. I actually saw it, so we're good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and roll, and let's see, it'll +1. I don't know if it catches that. It's a 5.
With
Then with a
+1,
that
he's
gets
got
a 6. Let me move that so everybody can see it. There it is.
All right, I'm going to try to actually be on camera this time and see if I can seize. Not on camera, but it's a 2. I am awful at rolling on camera, apparently. So, guys, that's it. Let's go into Imperial Fist turn 1.
Okay, guys, Freak here. All right, so this is what we got. Very productive first turn. Super excited how the Imperial Fist actually started out. A little slow, but let me show you here. First, we started here with the Land Raider. We were able to put, actually, 3 wounds onto the Doom Crawler. We wanted to start whittling that down, especially once we start getting closer and closer to combat. So we were trying to take some of it off of that. We didn't do much with the heavy bolters, the twin heavy bolters.
Killed one guy in the...
one guy, right, and we kind of put it into... what are these guys called again?
Electropriests.
Electropriests. So we moved up to the Devastators. Devastator squad, we try to put last cannon into the Doom Crawler, and again, we really didn't do anything on that. So we try to put everything else, the heavy plasma cannon, the heavy bolter, and the frag grenade launcher into the priest, and we could not do anything either. So
frag missile, by the way.
The frag missile, I'm sorry, right. Not much going on. Now, we moved to the Terminators, and Terminators kind of did a little damage. They were able to whittle some of their guys down. Good, really good work there. But here's the cool thing. It was more like, and it was really cool, Mythos have been rolling, he'll roll 2, 1 will lose, 1 will pass, you know? So really great odds at rolling. It's not our typical game. All right, moving out here. Nothing we could do with the aggressors because they're out of range. The librarian couldn't do anything. The my snipers suck. They just suck. We tried to go after the character. What's that guy's name?
He is a Datasmith.
Datasmith. Now, cool thing about that Datasmith is he is going. He is taking this. Explain the benefit that you got.
Oh, so my Stygies VIII detachment gets the benefit of they need to roll 1 extra to hit. So basically, the Space Marines usually hitting on 3s had to hit on 4s,
right,
which actually offered a lot of protection over here to the Electropriests and a lot of protection to the Datasmith. And I guess a little bit to the Dragoons, but we'll talk more about that in a minute.
Well, but here's the thing, and this is a very good quality because, I mean, that's a really good benefit. The reason why, because Imperial Fists avoid cover. So even though they're near cover, they ignore cover. Imperial Fists ignore cover. So it still adds to make it a little harder to hit. So that was a good choice to do. Went with, well, of course, we were completely out of range with our tactical squad, so they should in their wave. And then now the Dreadnought was the final, well, not the final thing, but close to the final thing to shoot. Last cannon went straight for the walkers.
The Dragoons,
Dragoons, man. And hit, well, actually fired 2 shots. 1 went through. We rolled a 6 damage, killed that 1 Dragoon. Just did not explode, but that was probably the biggest highlight on this turn 1 Imperial Fist.
This was really exciting, guys. So he's got incense burners plus the Stygies VIII. So the Dreadnought needed 5s to hit both, a 5 and a 6. Okay, so then I then rolled both to wound.
But you saved.
Then I went and saved, and I was like, I need boxcars. I need 6s to save. I got 1 6 and 1 went through. And then on his damage roll, you know, first we cheered when I made the 6 to save.
That was amazing.
And then it was so crazy. We both ended up cheering when he rolled 6 to kill it all in 1 shot. It was pretty exciting. How do you feel about that heavy duty takeout?
That was amazing. It was epic. I didn't expect that. I was like, you know, typically when I fire off with my Dreadnoughts, they don't do a lot. All of our back reps, you know, we're like, man, my freaking Dreadnought's done nothing. You know,
Space Wolf Dreadnoughts do amazingly.
But yeah, this is the first time that right off, first turn, They actually did some action, and I'm really, really happy how they've turned out. Finally, Librarian, the bite. We shot the twin bolters into the Vanguard, but did we hit anything?
They saved. They made their saves.
They made every one of them, I think.
But Malaga did smite one off the table.
Yes. So we were able to get close proximity. So anyway, guys, because of the type of game that we're playing, it would have been first blood, but this is not kind of where we're going. So it is a moral victory. We're pretty excited. At least we're able to take something big down on the first turn. So now, scary part. Here comes Mythos Raging Bull. Gonna kick some ass. I know he wants a piece of it now. So hey, AdMech, turn 1.
About to be glory to the Omnissiah.
All right, guys. So pretty good first turn for the AdMech. So just before I go into showing you what's on the board, at the beginning of Freak's turn, what I rolled for my Canticles, everybody got Benediction of the Omnissiah. Reroll hit to 1 in the shoot phase. And then of course Mars Specific is to channel the Remorseless Fist.
Before you move on, I want to draw the attention to the fact that these cards were made by you.
I just wanted to be able to organize my Canticles.
These are so cool. All right, come up there, man.
So starting on this end, so my Rangers shot across and took a couple. The sniper rifles took a couple wounds off the Psyker. And the Galvanic Rifles took a wound off of one of the Aggressors. The Dunecrawler took 3 wounds off of the Land Raider. These guys split their fire, and one of them wiped out 2 of the Aggressors over there, and one took down one Terminator over here. Now, speaking of which, my Electropriests had moved up with their scout move, and then they moved forward another 6 inches and managed to make a charge over here on what used to be the Devastators. So those are some heavy weapons I won't have to worry about next turn. They wiped them out, so their field increased to a 3-up invul save. So basically they've got storm shields for the rest of the game. And then they consolidated into the Terminators with their new 3-up save. So that'll be pretty awesome. Over here, the Vanguard forgot to shoot at the scouts, but that's okay because I was excited about what happened over here. So upset that their brethren Dragoon was wiped out. This one came over here to the Psyker to do some business and brought these two, the Datasmith and the Dragoon, wiped the Librarian down to 1 HP. So
holding on by a thread.
Holding on by a thread. So pretty productive first turn for the AdMech. And let's see how the Imperial Fists are going to retaliate as we go into their turn 2.
All right, guys. Really interesting turn, right? Turn 2, Imperial Fists. So we did a little movement to try to position ourselves because, man, there was Mythos brought on some serious butt kicking in this on turn 1. So here we try to move the Land Raider, and once again we try to shoot the last cannons into the Dunecrawler. I think we chipped it once. Yeah, we chipped it up a little bit, and then we tried to shoot the heavy bolters into the Rangers. Nothing happened there. That was total very eventless situation.
Something I forgot to mention the previous turn. So he stripped 3 wounds off of the Dunecrawler. And then I healed 2, and then he stripped 3, so it's a slow chip effect.
Yeah, it's a slow chipping, but hey, that's how AdMech is, right? You can see here, now this is a really interesting turn of events. So I had Terminators here, and look, we were able to, Sergeant Richards was able to take it down 3, but unfortunately they were overpowered. I mean, this is just massive numbers here. So all 3 Terminators that were here, they completely were taken out. And so now they look like they're marching up towards the Aggressor. And Aggressor's going to do what he can to try to meet them where they're at. So we need to try to stave that off. My Librarian had nothing in sight, so nothing he can do. The Snipers, once again, I really am disappointed with Snipers because they just cannot capitalize. We tried to go after the Vanguard and did nothing to them at all. So of course the Tacticals are just sitting there kind of playing cards.
They're waiting for a Comet to drop.
Wait, yeah. So, so of course, when moving up here, my librarian was doing a good job actually giving some whacks. Matter of fact, it took a couple of hits off of the walker, but unfortunately, after retaliation, they basically turned around both of them and smacked the living crap. He was only down 1 wound, so it didn't really need much to take him down, right? So he was already down by a thread. Now, you see that Dreadnought, he is on that walker's butt. So basically, he definitely wants serious retaliation because of what he did to our Psychers. We take that kind of stuff very personally, you know. I mean, who knows? That Psyker could have been interred. He probably will be interred into one of these Dreadnoughts, and hopefully we can salvage him. But anyway, for now, we are going to see if we can murder him for that. So anyway, Dreadnought is going to be locked in combat here with the crawler, or with the walker. And here, Lysander is just like, I'm coming, hold on, save some for me. But Lysander's an old guy, you know, he's got that heavy Terminator armor, and he's just crawling. So hopefully he'll make it before it all ends. But for now, it looks like it's just the Dreadnought. He only has 1 wound on him, though. We're counting up, not down. So he's got only 1 wound on him. He's got more wounds, of course. And that is pretty much it. So, very, very good game. Oh, Mythos did some serious damage here. Great rolls. Excellent turnaround. So now, we're still on turn 2. Let's see what AdMech has for us on that end. Let's see what you got, Mythos.
All right, guys.
So hate you right now.
Another pretty productive turn for the AdMech. So, over here, Ranger shot into the Psyker over here. Warlord, so did 2 damage, but then the Warlord trait, feel no pain, managed to save him like a boss. The Doomcrawler put 8 wounds on the Land Raider, so that was pretty helpful. I think it's down to...
This cat's rolling 6s.
I've been
freaking hot, man.
A lot of cars.
God.
One Castellan robot took out 3 scouts. The other one took out the last aggressor. Skirting right by that dead aggressor, the Electropriest came over and wiped out a tactical squad.
A whole squad attack.
I'm really pleased with the Fulgurite Electropriests so far.
Again, rolling 6s.
Rolling 6s like a boss, dealing those mortal wounds.
Jeez.
Now, somewhere where I'm not rolling so hot, this combat's still tied up. I did, between both of these guys, I did 0 wounds to the Dreadnought. Dreadnought managed to take 3 wounds.
He's pretty pissed.
So Dreadnought is pissed. He is swinging hard. Move the Vanguard up, because somewhere on the map the Comet is about to fall at the beginning of Freak's turn. So
it's going to be interesting.
I've got a pretty good control on the board right now. I've taken away his fastest thing, which was the bike. So I'm feeling pretty comfortable, but at the same time, he's the one who gets to go when the Comet drops. So if it drops somewhere close where he can nab it, I'm going to have to fight him for it. So we'll see what happens. Actually, you know what?
You want to try it?
Before we go into the Imperial Fist turn, we'll go off camera. We'll roll to see where the Comet drops, and then we'll show you where it drops.
That's cool.
All right, so we're going to consult the map here. So on a 1, it'll be this corner over here. On a 2, it'll be where I'm all castled up. On a 3, it'll be back where the Fists have the greatest resources. And on a 4, it'll be in no man's land. 5 and 6 at the center of the board, where the Fists still have some pretty good control. So,
all right, let's see where this big old Comet's going to drop at, man.
Freak, you want to roll on camera there?
I do, my man. Let me move all this crap out of the way. Throw my Imperial Fists die here. Here we go. 2. It's going to be... Oh, my God. You got to be kidding me. I'm done. I'm freaking done. I'm done with you. I'm so done. I'm so done with you, man. Rolling 6s the whole freaking night. I had a bad freaking week. Doggone you, man.
You want to bring the map over here? Because then 2 will be over here.
No, it's fine. No. So the rock's going to land right there. All right, let's get that rock, man. Let's get a real... No, man, you know what? Let's get a freaking real rock.
Oh, that's cool.
Screw this, man. Yeah. You got a real rock. This is the freaking meteor.
That's the meteor.
Boom.
A meteor that size would have wiped out half of this.
It was a comet, dude. Look, What's this thing?
It's a Comet.
The Comet.
That one that big would have wiped out my whole deployment zone. Victory for the Fist.
Yep. All right. Hey, I got nothing to lose, man. So YOLO. All right. Well, the Comet landed on your corner in your backyard, and yeah. Okay. So let me see. I do have that guy who's going to be crawling to it, but he's going to get shot up on the way. But I'm going to try, and then yeah, this is going to take a while.
My Rangers are technically sitting on the objectives right now.
Yep.
Well then.
Wow. All right, man. Good game. Good game. Good freaking game. Jerk face.
All right, guys. We're going to go on Imperial Fist.
Turn 3. All right, guys. We're crunching for time. So remember, the freaking Comet landed in that general direction, right where that god-awful mess is. And so my Land Raider said, nope, I'm going for it. Drives right up to that thing and just starts shooting the piss out of everything, right? So we were going to land a couple of moves onto... Did we get anything back on this? I keep forgetting.
You dropped the Dune Crawler down to 2 wounds.
2 wounds, yeah. Let me get the light. Yeah, and so that's cool. So then we have the Rangers. So we dropped a couple of hits from the heavy bolter as well, and we got them down to 4 Rangers left. So the Land Raider wants that Comet really bad. Good job on the Land Raider, very good. Of course, now Librarian says, okay, we need to mess something up after all that they've done to us. We did Smite, didn't really do much, actually save. Well, they did bring in one, but they did another one, which was called Fury of the Ancients, and it was able to drop down both those, the Picellan robot, and what is the guy again?
Engine
Seer. So, again, excellent work for that Librarian and this turn 3.
Yeah, he dead now.
He
don't know it yet, but he dead.
Well, again, he wanted to go out with a bang, right? Take a chance. Again, snipers. God, they freaking suck. They've done nothing. I'm not even giving them the time of day. Screw those guys. So you can see here, they're running. You can hear them screaming. This horde here is going after them, but they did pop off a shot or 2. Didn't do much.
Killed another one.
One more, yeah. So we just dropped one, but they're still coming after him now. This is where the fun began. So Lysander was here. The Strider was here, and so Lysander made it into range, combat range, and had it. He took out, what was that guy that was next to the Datasmith? The Datasmith. So it basically, okay, we got rid of those heals. Those heals were killing us. So basically, 4 out of 4 swings, 3 went through and devastated the living crap out of that. Just
12 damage. That guy's giblets.
Just it's just explosion, right? So we're gonna have to clean the Fist of Dawn later. Okay. Then we went back and we the Dreadnought decided to go ahead and attack the Strider. Oh my God, same thing. I could not believe it. He actually finished him off. So no chance he could come back from the dead from that. Screw that guy. That was an amazing turn of events. Did not expect it myself. So now we're going to move to bottom of turn 3. AdMech. Let's see what Methil has got. We're crunch time right now because we got to start wrapping it up. But man, I don't know how I'm going to be able to pull it out. He's got control, still massive control over that Comet. It's going to take a long time for my Dreadnought and Lysander to hoof it, to beat feet all the way to that area. So I'm not sure if we can even make it there in time. There's no way we're going to make it in time by the end of this turn. So it looks like the advantage is going to go to Methil's, but let's see what happens because it's his turn now. So AdMech turn 3.
All right, guys. So here it is at the end of AdMech turn 3, and at the end of my movement phase, I brought the Infiltrators behind the Land Raider. We wanted to make sure we secured the Comet here. Call stood on top of the Comet because he was going to bring that Omnicyan axe to bear if he needed to. But we didn't need to because the neutron laser blasted 9 damage. So even with its reduced profile, it shot like a boss. Castellan's over here cleared up the Librarian and one more.
Sniper.
One more sniper. And then over here, these two sets of Vanguard peppered 4 damage over on Lysander. So that was pretty impressive. Small arms fire helping to weather through that storm shield. And the Electropriest swooped in and wiped out all the tactical squad except for the sergeant. So
Still running.
he's still running. So that's a pretty effective turn. And even though it's the only end of turn 3, we're going to go ahead and call it here just for field control, because there are literally four lone people left on the Imperial 5th side, and unfortunately the objective fell directly
Right on
in my
top
castle.
of that is just my luck. All right, you ready for recap?
Yeah.
Are you ready for closeout?
Yeah. So one more
Wow.
sweep of the board, and this was a really fun battle.
I really like this one, man. Anyway, we'll chat here in just a sec, but this is... Oh, good job, man.
All right, guys. So
Dude, that was awesome. Great
Oh,
job,
man.
Great job.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. That was a great win.
I really think I like the Melee version of the the Melee version of mixing some of that in with AdMech. At first, I really felt like I was going to be boned since the Stygies VIII stratagem got nerfed with the FAQ2. But honestly, the Stygies buff of being able to require my opponent to roll 1 dice higher to hit actually offered a lot of protection and helped me weather that storm.
It really did. And again, like we said earlier, because Imperial Fists, they ignore cover. But with that extra little help, it was like, okay, you're still dealing with cover, almost like a cover save. So very well done. I mean, and it's just my rotten ass luck that the damn Comet's going to fall right on his lap. Oh, look what I got! Oh.
I can't believe that. That really was kind of the seal of the deal there.
It was a deal breaker, and of course, you know, I can't say I had bad rolls this game. We just didn't do as well. And again, dealing with a lot of the heals that AdMech can do. You know, we whittled 3. He'll heal for. You know, it's just a tit for tat, but he healed as much as we did damage, so it was not as effective, right? So again, I still am chomping at a bit to play against AdMech again. I think it's a very formidable foe. I think I brought a very decent list. It's just, again, these re-heals are just really devastating, especially when you do all that work and then just right back up. But I think I really like this scenario.
The scenario was a lot of fun, and
yeah.
I mean, it could have fallen. It could have been anyone's game. It could have fallen anywhere on the field. It just happened to be on my.
Yeah,
side.
I was kind of hoping it would go in the middle, you know, because that's where my scouts are. But still, all in all, I mean, it landed right in his freaking lab. I'm like,
the unknown quantity there is definitely.
That's what's exciting.
And it's kind of the same thing. What I really like about the Maelstrom objectives, when you play with the cards, you never know what card you're going to draw next. And just the same way, you never know where this objective is going to fall.
Yeah, but I like the scenario. It's like, oh my god, you know, here's this planetary, you know, satellite that's going to fall out of nowhere. You know, we don't know where it's at. Oh, there it is. We need to investigate it because it might have something important for, you know, for your army. So anyway, excellent game. I had a lot of fun. Of course, I got my butt tore. We did really good at first. We came out on top. I think we were doing really well, but then, damn it, these heals and my poor rolls. But man, Nitho's rolling hot tonight as well, man. Again, good job, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Excellent work.
I don't know where all the boxcars came from. That's crazy.
Yeah, they came from me. You're welcome. That's my luck to you.
Let us know what you thought about tonight's battle report, guys. If you liked this episode, then grab up an axe and smash that like button in the name of the Emperor.
Yes.
And of course, drop us some comments down below. And if you guys are not yet subscribed to the channel, this amazing guy,
Hey,
and I would love to have you as part of the pack here on the Frost and Fist. Till next time, guys.
stay frosty.
Well, dude, I'm looking forward to this game.
Well, I'm not done yet.
Oh. Cut that part. Cut that part. I got sidetracked in talking about
It was great.